International Baccalaureate program is a great way for students to challenge themselves. By taking in enriched curricula, it really allows you to develop the skill sets that are going to see you forward in the future through your career and in fact through university. It's one of the main reasons why we at the University of Alberta absolutely love the IB program and the students that choose to take it.
I think IB was really good in getting me in the mindset of being academic and already being in a competitive environment, and it was a better translation, I think, into sort of my more competitive university classes, being in an honors program.
There are three main ways that IB can set you up for success at university. One is around workload. The workload of an IB program is very similar to the kind of workload you'll experience when you come to the University of Alberta. Being able to learn how to manage that workload in the high school environment is going to be a great way for you to get yourself ready. The second of these items is time management. Being able to prioritize and decide how you spend your time to be as effective and efficient as possible is something that the IB curriculum is really going to allow you to develop. And it's also something that's going to be essential once you get to university. Finally, being prepared to write large exams. It's a great skill you'll acquire through the IB program as you prepare to write your final IB exams. And it's a skill you're going to need to access as soon as you start university, as you prepare for your first midterm examinations.
It was definitely still challenging. I think university is always going to be challenging no matter where you come from. But I think I was definitely more prepared to start studying right away, or just that mindset you always need to be prepared, versus I think a lot of people who come into university who don't have that background, it takes a while to get used to the academic demands of being here.
As you prepare for university throughout your 3 years of high school, of course your grades are going to be important, but it's not the whole picture. Adaptability is a key factor in success, and it's one that the IB program will help you to develop. It'll ensure that you're ready for the challenges that a university is going to bring to you. Another great thing that your participation in the IB program indicates to us is your ability to stick with it. And that's going to be hugely important as you make your way through your 4-year journey as an undergraduate student.
I got exposed, I think, to a lot of things I wouldn't have otherwise. Obviously, I'm interested in science, but having to do intensive study in history or in art or things like that exposed me to a lot of different areas of thinking that I wouldn't have otherwise, and forced me to take a lot of extracurricular experiences that I wouldn't have otherwise. It definitely does give you some skills in terms of just being able to balance your life, being able to always motivate yourself rather than having to have external motivation. Things like that I think are going to be really useful, hopefully later on in my life.
Here at the University of Alberta, we offer something called dual admission. This means we're going to take the higher of either your provincial curriculum grade or your IB grade. So let's do an example. If you were to be taking bio at the grade 12 level and get an 80% on your final exam, but you also took bio IB and you got a 6 on your exam, we're going to convert that 6 to a percentage. And for IB students, a 6 equals 90%. So obviously your IB exam was higher. That's going to be the grade that we use. It means that you have 2 opportunities to be successful, either through your provincial curriculum or through the IB curriculum. It's a great opportunity for you and a great advantage of taking IB. Another great benefit of the IB is if you're an IB diploma student, we could offer you early final admission based on your predicted scores. It means before you've even taken your final exams, you could know if you have full and final admission here at the University of Alberta.
What I found really good was just being around like-minded people, so that was definitely an advantage. You get to build a network, build connections with people who you're going to be with for the rest of your academic life. Or for the rest of your career. So that's a really useful aspect, I think.
One of the best ways that the University of Alberta recognizes IB students is through transfer credit. If you achieve a 6 or higher on your IB exam, you may be eligible for transfer credit to specific courses. Transfer credit gives you 2 key benefits. One is space in your schedule. You could either take an elective course you couldn't otherwise fit in, or give yourself a little extra space to do some studying. The other of these is like a mini scholarship. If you've already received credit for something, you don't have to pay for that course, which means your tuition is going to be a little lower than you may have expected. For more information on how the University of Alberta recognizes the International Baccalaureate program and your success, please visit our admissions website at ualberta.ca/IB.